Portland. Jackman with a good snap. Kick is good from 55. Yes, it is! Denver wins and improves to 7-1.
Hashtag kickers matter, Cam.
Logan Jack back out on the field, 271 all-purpose yards for him on over 20 touches. Three receivers wide here. Richardson to throw. We'll flip it out to Logan Jack. He's going to fumble the ball! Logan Jack puts it on the ground. It's scooped up, and Houston takes the lead on the return. Brody Gulch, the rookie.
With an amazing play, he's able to scoop and score. What an amazing play for the Houston defense. They forced the Logan Jack fumble, and just with Carolina, they were getting the ball back. They were trying to drive down the field. Houston makes their second turnover of the game, and it comes at a huge time, resulting in a touchdown. That is 2 touchdowns today, coming not from the offense, but coming from another side of the ball. They had one on special teams, make that one for defense. What an amazing play and a huge change in momentum for Houston.
23 seconds to go, 2nd down and 10 at the 22. 3 receivers, 2 to the left. Dynasty to throw against a 4-man rush. End zone, touchdown Atlanta! Boo Chisholm with 19 seconds to go.
Boo Chisholm, what a route, what a catch. Right down the middle of the field. And was good throw from Bryant Dynasty. I keep saying that, but man, he is going crazy, man. There's the hair flip.
That's unbelievable.
Louisiana all in the end zone. Taking their time on the snap. It's going to be Xander Gold. Drop back, catch in the end zone. And Fort Worth going to be able to make it happen with only a couple seconds to spare.
Light that cigar, put on that cowboy hat. Ryder Garrett Jr. might have just put the #1 team in the league to bed with that slant right across the middle.
About to see what likely is going to be a steady diet of Robert Redford in this fourth quarter, but Pepper says not so fast. That's over the middle, and it's caught. Oh, the juke. It's going to break through another tackle, and Rich Pritchard is going to take it to the house. That is a crazy athletic play from Pritchard to get Vancouver more points in the end zone as they start to run away at Canada Field.
Good play by Nate Heslop on the outside of the middle.
Athlete gets the punt away. Manning back deep to receive. Takes one tackle, gets free, slips another tackle into the open field. He's at the 50, spin move, past the front of the 40, to the 30. He is gone. 15-10-5. Touchdown, Desperados. It's a Gabriel Manning miracle play. Under the way from Ricky Matthews. Gabriel Manning back there again, and this time, oh, he gets free again! Oh my goodness, he goes down the field! 20, 15, 10, 5, back to back! Majestic, magical, Gabriel Manning, 2 straight return touchdowns!
Right, one to the left for Wilson, Hall of Famer. Has the football in his hands, quick drop, move in the pocket, thrown, and it's going to be incomplete. It's picked off, back the other way. How did that end up in the hands of him? It's 44, back the other side, and he is going to return this to the house. An unreal turn of events. It's Everett Garrison with the interception to seal the game for the Hyenas. What a play. The tip drill, I thought for sure it had hit the ground. I was incorrect. Garrison knew it, and he took it back the length of the field.
That you don't want to give up.
Christian handoff here to Willis. Oh my goodness, 2. He breaks another one. Can he break the 3rd? And John Willis is off to the races. This is going to be a 90+ yard touchdown. Oh, I can't speak too soon. He breaks another tackle. You got to be kidding me. And he show ropes. At the goal line as he crosses Hollywood Boulevard in one of the most exciting fashions that I've ever seen. A tiptoe across the boulevard. Jarrett Willis, you are a dangerous weapon for the country.
Seconds to go in the half. Miller back to pass, going long, has Logan Keel in a foot race, 40, 35-30, Jackson, lost the ball, forced the fumble, and it's recovered. Oh my goodness! Slim Shady down the field recovers the fumble forced by Jackson. What an effort!
Yeah, what a play by Max Jackson. And we see it often in football, Cam, where the runner is just trying to get to the end zone, has the ball a little bit too loose, and a trailing defender can punch it out of the football, and Vegas right there to recover. What a hustle, and Vegas has the ball again.
Pickler, handoff Streeter. Streeter moves forward, spins past one. He's still on his feet, finds a way to juke left, and he's got open field in front of him. Reggie Streeter with an amazing play at the second level has Louisiana on the board. That is a touchdown. What a play by their playmaker.
You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. Unbelievable beast mode running by Reggie Streeter. You see, look at he was tackled right there. Goes through four or five-man Cooper Legion defenders, just finds his way through there, finds the hole, and it's nothing but green acres in front of him, running wildly to the paint. Look at that, look at those moves, just a quick little hop step. And by that time, there's no way that Leodama, as good of a player as he is going to catch him in the foot race. What a play by Reggie Streeter. You got to get the ball in the hands of your playmaker. 7-6 with extra point pending.
Welcome to the SFL Season 15 All-Star Game, live from Baltimore, the defending home of the Baltimore Vultures for tonight's All-Star Game between the visiting West All-Stars and the East All-Stars. Good evening, everyone. I am Cameron Irvine. Alongside me in the booth is Matt Wilson. With us tonight on Stats is Mark Lopez and Tyler Falk. Nice to be in the booth with you tonight, Matt. How are you and how eager are you to end 2020?
Yeah, it's great to be here in the booth with you too, Cam. As far as 2020, I'm sure you'll agree it can't end soon enough.
Last season, the East escaped with a 19-17 victory thanks to an 84-yard touchdown pass from Christian Christensen to Harish Prasad. Neither are in tonight's game, so Matt, who will rise to the challenge?
Well, we have the best of the best here tonight, a lot of great talent, but also a lot of big personalities. Whichever team can gel together as a unit will have the best chance at victory. However, there's always usually one or two breakout players in this game. Could it be a veteran like five-time All-Star Gabriel Manning, or a debuting rookie like Bryant Dynasty? Cam, there's only one way to find out, and that's on the field.
Kickoff is here. Baltimore hosting because they won the championship. The Eastern kicker, that is Anthony Cece, has the ball teed up. And from Baltimore, Maryland, we are underway. Kick it! That is 8 yards deep in the end zone and will not be returned. So for those new to the All-Star game, here is the format. There are 36 All-Stars per team, 17 of which play offense. All players rotate in based on package and formation, so you'll see all of them throughout the night. And all 22 Season 15 teams are represented. You may see some players out there with some different numbers to avoid number duplicates. But that's how we'll start off, and we'll make sure that you know who's making all the plays. First play, Josh Miller hands it off to Warren Murray. That is near a first down. Giovanni Bolt makes the tackle, second and short.
Nice trap play, get Murray involved, and great blocking by the offensive line. It's exactly how you want to start your first series. So the playbook's wide open. For the West, Josh Miller starts at quarterback, but yours truly, Matt Wilson, also out there on the field from time to time tonight. This is Wilson now under center, two in the backfield, including the fullback Cameron Collier out of Lone Star. Check that. That's still Josh Miller handing it off to Murray. That's a first down. And the tackle made by Tank Bennett, wearing 25 tonight for the Eastern Conference, and it's a first down for the West. Another great rushing attack from the West. Still can't wait to put it in the air, and Hooker's in the game. Murray's got 14 yards on 2 carries to start, so promising night for Murray. Wilson now drops back to pass, and the first throw of the game is completed to Leroy Brown, the Houston Hyena
receiver, picks up 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4, and this is a promising early drive for the West.
Yeah, West taking it, little chunks at a time. That's, a good way to start the game. You don't need to bomb it all out, especially against all this talent. Just take what's in front of you and keep moving.
Mike Daggs and Adam Williams, the 2 tight ends here for this Western Conference offense. We'll get to the receivers in a moment. I formation now. Miller is going to drop to throw, and Josh Miller's pass is caught at the 40. Pass caught by Mike Daggs, and that brings up a first down.
One thing I know about is Mike Daggs. He likes the ball thrown to him about 100.5% of the time, and, well, he got one there.
First down, 9:10 to go in the opening quarter, and the East defense on their heels only gave up 17 points in last season's All-Star game. This is a fullback handoff to Collier. He picks up 3, and a strong start. This West coaching staff, Jacob Clear offensively coaches in San Diego. Jacob Bouvette is coaching, representing Portland tonight on the defensive side of the ball. He was on the staff last season that lost by 2.
They're doing a bang-up job so far, using all their weapons. We've seen everybody: fullback, running back, wide receiver.
Split backs, and Miller's going to throw again. Deep ball down the sideline. It is caught at the 13-yard line. That is Rich Pratchard making the catch, and Pratchard playing in his final SFL game. We miss you, and he is going long for a catch.
Reaching up from the heavens above to grab that ball. Perfectly laid out. Great play by Pratchard.
Well said, Mike. Miller's still in the ball game. 2 receivers either side. Miller now 2 for 2 for 44 yards passing. Handoff up the middle. Picks up just 1. And that is the first carry of the night for Robert Redford. Tackle made by Jack Russell, who just recently signed with the DC Dragons.
Love a quick out or slant here to make it a manageable 3rd down. I wouldn't want to throw it into the end zone against, like I said, this bunch of ball hawking corners and safeties.
A 3-minute drive, 3+ minute drive. Miller to throw again. Crunched as soon as he gets it out. That's Mike Daggs near a first down. Tackle made by Ron Hoff. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 3 from the 6. This now a 3.5-minute opening drive.
And the West just keeps on churning, keeps on gaining those yards. 3rd and makeable 3. I don't know, Cam. They could go anyway. They've had success on the ground, success through the air. Take your pick. A little screen at the top might be nice.
3rd and 3 at the 6. Miller pass caught. Touchdown. That is Gabriel Manning representing Tulsa tonight. And the West is on the board on the opening drive of the game.
Cam, I don't think you could dial up a starting drive much better than that. Every player getting a touch, some 2, just using every weapon, like I said. And I don't know, the East's got to be a little bit shocked. They got to get on the field and respond. And no sacks, very surprising.
Very, very surprising. Yeah, a bunch of defensive linemen to keep an eye out on tonight. On the East side, Tucker Lewis, Luther Gond, Hunter Norwood, Tyquan Hale, and Jeff Duffy keep an eye on. Davidson had 2 tackles on that first drive for the East. That's Ryan Davidson, but the extra point from Kramer Jackman is good. The special teams player of the year, and the West takes the 7-0 lead.
It'll be interesting how the East, do they try to bomb it out more than the West? Do they take a similar approach? It's going to be interesting to see these coaches' strategies going forward.
Plenty of experience there on that West side of the football. As from 1 yard deep in the end zone, Giovanni Bolt on the return for the first time since winning a title. He's going the wrong way out to the 18-yard line. So Mike Daggs had a couple of catches. Gabriel Manning got the touchdown. And in SFL All-Star Game history, Mike Daggs is the only player to make 6 All-Star Games, and he's made it in every single season he's played. Manning, Max Jackson, Nick Fargo, Ken Gossett, and A.J. Levy are all 5-time All-Stars. It's a first down to the 18-yard line, and this is Bryant Dynasty getting the first play of the game for the offense of the East. Reggie Streeter gets the carry and picks up 6 yards, and the tackle at the end of the play made by Jay Ringgold, representing Sioux Falls, brings up 2nd and 4.
Kind of similar start that we saw from the West. Run up the middle. Got some great yardage. See if they go back to the ground or if they decide to roll the dice. West kind of playing off, so top of the screen might be open or the bottom.
And at the top is Heath McDaniel Jr. The handoff again is going to go to Streeter. He's going to churn forward, dragging 2 defenders with him for a first down. Those tackles made by Lee Adama, representing Vancouver, and Brody Gulch, the defensive rookie of the year.
Streeter's a guy you definitely want to get the ball in his hands if he's out there any way you can. So
now this is Sully Richardson in the game, and he hands off to T-Roy Gaines. That picks up 2. The Western Conference, a 9-play, 80-yard opening drive. No negative plays, no incompletions. The quarterbacks went a combined 5 for 5, and it's now 2nd down and 8. The East has yet to throw.
Their playbook a little here on 2nd and 8. They're very stacked here.
Dynasty with 8 in the box. Under center will hand the ball off to Gaines once more, and Gaines is only going to pick up 1. A combo tackle there made by Max Jackson of Las Vegas, and coincidentally, Rhett Sawyer of Vegas as well, making the stop. First 3rd down.
Now we'll see what this East passing attack is going to look like here. 3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Press man looks like from the West.
3rd down and 7. Isolation at the top of the screen. 4 wide. Dynasty takes a deep drop back. Bryant Dynasty hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Sat on Lee Adama there for a moment, but he gets the hurry, and West forces the first punt of the ball game.
Yeah, they played press man. They brought pressure, did the West, and got there, affected the throw, and now West gets the ball back on offense.
So Dynasty.
Very dominant.
Oh, go ahead, Matt.
Just very dominant showing so far from the West on both sides of the ball.
Dynasty's first incompletion of the day. Marcus Agrippa of Florida on to punt the football away, the only star punter in the All-Star game. And Agrippa, with plenty of time to boot that away, will send it to Gabriel Manning. All the way down inside the 25-yard line, and a fantastic play. You'll see some great special teams coverage tonight. Jack Russell makes that tackle on Manning, and the West will set up at the 24-yard line.
I'm going to say, you don't want to outkick the coverage if you get Gabriel Manning returning kicks and punts, but good job there, keeping him bottled up.
Josh Miller started 4 for 4 on the opening possession. This is now Wilson in the gun with 4 wide and 8 in the box here for the East. Wilson going to drop to throw, fires a route a little high. Redford went out on a stop pattern. That pass intended for Brett Killian, I believe, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It looks like maybe a little miscommunication, or maybe Wilson led him just a little bit too far.
Josh Miller back in, 56 yards on that opening drive. 2 receivers in the backfield, or 2 runners in the backfield, I should say. Murray gets the handoff, and he gets smacked down. That is Luther Gond. What an impressive rookie season for the Louisiana Revolution member of the defensive front. 3rd and 11.
I'm sure the East defense are getting chewed out on the sidelines. Be like, guys, you got to do better. And they've responded so far. Here we go, more press man perhaps. See if East brings pressure.
5 wide for Wilson, fires it short. Race to the sticks, will not get there. Tackle made by Hoff. That was Pratchard with his 2nd catch of the night, but it'll bring up the West short of the sticks, and the East gets the first stop of the night.
I don't think Wilson wanted to put it into tight coverage in this situation. Take your short check down. Don't turn the ball over and kick it back to your defense, who's played pretty well so far.
So the West will punt it away. Now 0 for 2 on 3rd down when they have faced 3rd down. That punt is nearly blocked. This is Bolt on the return, and Bolt not a lot of room, as the tackle on special teams will be made by Lincoln Kingseed of Lone Star. 4:06 to go in the first. Matt, these All-Star games always go by really quickly. You've got a lot of names making a lot of plays, and then all of a sudden the game is over.
Well, makes for an exciting game then. Quick, lots of plays.
It's going to be Dynasty back under center. And the coverage off of him. Check that. Richardson in the game. Richardson's pass
Oh.
is incomplete. And that pass a little bit too far out ahead of Ken Gossett of Jacksonville. Jacksonville, Louisiana, with the most All-Stars in the game was 7, second down.
Looked like the same thing that happened the last series with Wilson. Just sometimes you're just not on that same page. It's a different receiving core, you know. You're little ins and outs and things you're used to, and receiver might run the route just slightly differently, and it just throws quarterback off that little bit.
Second down, 10 at the 33-yard line out of the I formation. This is Dynasty handing it off to Gaines. Gaines cuts it back outside, can't pick up anything. The East running backs have struggled so far tonight, and that's Kingseed again with the stop for the West.
Now we got another passing situation. Are the West going to bring pressure again on that press man package, or are they going to back off at the zone? Looks more like zone in this situation.
Third down and 10. And Dynasty will step up in the pocket, and the rookie delivers a long ball to the 39-yard line of the West. That's Ivory Ervin, the champion vulture, with the reception. But what a move by Dynasty in the pocket.
Didn't look like a rookie there. Receiver gets chucked and still makes the play. Great throw right in front of the defender.
Jackson was in coverage, but longest play of the day so far for the East offense. That goes for 28 yards in the first completion by either quarterback. First down with 3:06 to go. 2 in the backfield with an offset line to the left. Dynasty will hand the ball off to Gaines. Gaines, not much there. Once more, Max Jackson on the tackle, and the running backs now 13 yards on just 6 carries for the East.
Yeah, they had that. The East had that one good carry the first play of the game, and kind of been stonewalled since. Might have to go to the air a little bit more, which is could be a risky proposition.
Second down and 10 at the West 40-yard line. They'll hand it off to the fullback, and almost fooled the defense there. There was a lane. Really nice job by Gulch, again wearing that 56 tonight to make the stop. 3rd and 8.
Yeah, the West blew off the outside of that run, so lucky on the fullback took it up the middle instead. Got what he could.
Third
Here's
down.
that pressed man again.
Trips to the left. Dynasty going to throw. Had a man wide open, top of the screen, instead dumps it off short to McDaniel Jr., and it'll be short of the first down, and they'll probably bring out the field goal unit. Some players wearing some different numbers tonight to avoid duplicates. Iggy Swift is in 32 for the East. Heath McDaniel Jr. is 81. Chris Curtis is 85. And Rudy Ray Dunn, 71 on that offensive line. Defensively for the East, Evan Arthur is wearing number 24. Tank Bennett is in number 25. Marcus Agrippa, the punter, wears number 1. This is a 49-yard field goal attempt for the East. And Anthony Cece is still money. 7-3. What a leg.
Looks like it could have been good for maybe 59. Take a look at this kick. With these kickers, I don't think you're going to see many misses. No, that's just a bomb.
Whew.
Look at that.
Right down the middle.
At the midpoint of the net.
No problems there. On the West side of things, Brett Killian wears 13 tonight. Adam Williams wears number 87. Brett Sawyer's in 55. Nate Heslep wearing 25 also this evening. Everyone else in their regular digits. Another kneel down for A.J. Levy, who has not had an opportunity to return a kickoff tonight. Had 2 in the regular season. First down for the West.
Must be some heavy wind in that direction, which would explain how far that kick went. So maybe he'll get a chance on the other side.
Yeah, for sure. A good observation, too, there. Matt Wilson back out there. The arms are looking very veiny.
You don't ask. We're in Mexico, you know. We got the good stuff.
Wilson to throw. That pass is caught outside. Pratchard again. He's got his 3rd reception already in the game for 40 yards. That leads all receivers, and it's 2nd and 3.
Well, Wilson and Pratchard kind of know each other from doing other things, so there's some chemistry there, and hopefully that continues throughout the game.
Second down and 3 at the 27-yard line. 8 of the box again here for the East. 2 in the backfield. That is a handoff up the middle. Collier's got a first down to the 31. Cameron Collier has 2 carries for positive yardage, and it's another West first down.
Good spot to use your fullback there. Hit the middle hard. Even if he doesn't get the first down, you got another shot with the fullback again, or many of these starter running backs, Murray or Redford.
First and 10 at the 31. Miller going to throw. Miller facing some pressure. Fires it outside. That pass is caught. A 6-yard gain for the tight end, Adam Williams, out of Lone Star. On the tackle at the back end of the play is Jack Brown, already his 3rd. Also in the area, Ryan Davidson once more.
One thing you could say about this West offense is they've been very good at not taking too many crazy chances. They've just taken what the defense has given them and moving the ball pretty well so far.
Jacob Clear looking sharp for that West coaching staff. West leads the East, trying to get a win in this series, 7-3. That's the end of the first quarter. You're watching the SFL All-Star Game on the SFL Twitch Network. Mark Lopez, Tyler Falk on stats. Matt Wilson here in the booth with me tonight. Happy to be back in the booth with you. Second down and 4 at the 37-yard line of the West. Ball on the left hash. This is Wilson. Fires it. There's a penalty.
PI?
Looks like it.
Although,
Tucker Lewis applied some pressure. And you got it. Tank Bennett.
If you can't get a completion, throw it in the area of pass interference. There you go.
Bennett, one of the many Revolution players on the field tonight. He can do it all. First down near midfield now. There's look at Pratchard getting a rest.
Getting some Gatorade.
Formation. Cameron Collier again. He's got 3 carries. That's the most on the West team to Ty Murray. Picks up 4.
Like I said, I'm just so impressed by this West offense so far. It looks like a well-oiled machine.
Tackle made by Mark Gronick representing St. Louis. So now Bennett, Davidson, Gronick, Hoff, and Brown all have 2 tackles for this defense. Jackson has 2 tackles for the West defensive side. Empty backfield here on second down and 6. And it's a Wilson throw, and it's a first down to the 38-yard on the West. And that is a Wilson to Dags Mexico City connection for the first down.
I might know that man. I here and there.
He
only complains every other play that he didn't get the ball.
Isn't it crazy that he's made the All-Star game every season? I mean, that is a Hall of Fame career.
That's for sure.
First down to the 38. Handoff now. Murray stretching outside.
Ooh.
Murray does this so well in Houston and gets a first down to the 23. Warren Murray showing the Jets to the outside. Another West first down.
I have never seen that play called before at Cam of You. It's kind of a little interesting outside handoff. A little bit slower developed, but well blocked. Great play call. Murray just doing what he does.
Very slow developing, almost looked kind of like a sweep to the outside.
You wouldn't think you want slow developing plays against this defense, but you know what? The blocking has been stout.
The East defensive line neutralized by this offensive line unit for the Western Conference will give them some
Look
love.
how far they're playing off.
Wilson, incomplete.
Oh.
Maybe that's why, right at the sticks. Nice hit there by the defender. That's Bennett again.
I think Wilson needed to throw that a little bit quicker. He waited a little too long, and the defense closed quickly, probably a little bit quicker than he's used to.
On the line tonight, 3 rookies for the West. Gene Benazzi, Sean Crooked playing center tonight. Dusty Wilson, and then the Caudells, Ryan and Bobo. And they have held up very nicely against this stout East defensive front. Second down and 10. Wilson pops it. Near a first down. It'll pick up 7 to the 16-yard line into the red zone. That pass caught by Brett Killian. 3rd and 3 coming up.
Well, just all slants here. Wilson throws to the open man and gets the West in a very good position on the field. 3rd and 3, and I don't think he could That's a short three. Are they going to pass it or are they going to throw? They've been successful both ways.
3rd down and 3 at the 16-yard line. 2 backs and 2 receivers. As that's a sack for Hunter Norwood. Welcome to the game. East defensive line. Hunter Norwood, who is no stranger to the Pro Bowl, leaves Josh Miller in a daze.
If I'm Wilson, I'm glad I got taken out when I did. No one wants that man on top of you. Ouch.
No match up front. DR Sim in the chat saying Clear stole Houston's playbook. I can assure you this is not Houston's playbook. Maybe some concepts in there. No need to start a terrible rumor mill as the 36-yard field goal is up and good for the West. That's Jackman, another automatic kicker, the best of the best in this All-Star game. And with 8:39 to go in the first half, 10-3 West leads.
Well, I probably wanted 7 for the West, but again, the West, hasn't committed any egregious turnovers. They've moved the ball well down the field. The East, still a one-possession game for the East, but they need to get moving.
Chat shoutouts. Shacker 3. The Brown Knights, Swole 2011. Tom Rahman 11, coincidentally. Dave Axis. Top Hat 1023. Bolt on the return to the 22-yard line at the hometown Baltimore Vultures fans catching their breath. The Law 15. Art Vandalay 11. Neon 22. Hunter Norwood's in the chat. Denver Nightwings as well, doing some charity stuff during this All-Star game. That's fun to see. Football Dude 93, that's Colin Northrup here. Bo Martin Jr. Jeff Duffy is here. Mr. 23 as well, wanting a mention. He just got it. Vancouver Legion, Relax Pats, and many others in the chat for this wonderful All-Star game evening on Sunday. Sully Richardson playing in his first All-Star game, completes that pass, a 6-yard gain to the 28-yard line. That's Ervin. Again, DJ Majesty of Tulsa makes the tackle, 2nd down.
Richardson getting a little bit of pressure in his face, got the ball up, and that's what the East needs, more of those 2nd and medium to short. They've been kind of strung out 2nd and long, which usually leads to 3rd and long, and those haven't been treating them too well.
2nd and 4. Ervin with that last reception, and Dynasty in some trouble. Avoids a sack. Jukin Rukin swallows him at the 21-yard line. Rukin, whoa, a little finesse there from the big fella up front. And the Glory have a big play on the board.
Yeah, Rukin with the nice fadeaway jumper, Jordan style, after the nice sack there. And that's what you got to watch out for. This defensive line is on both sides is very scary, so you better get rid of the ball quickly.
3rd down, 11. Richardson fires it outside. That's not going to get it done. But the catch made by Heath McDaniel Jr., that's his 2nd, along with Irvin's 2 catches. Boo Chisholm, Ken Gossett, Chris Curtis, James Matthew Jr., and Jamal Wooding still waiting for receptions. That'll bring on a punt and a 4th down and 6. Some notes about tonight's game. 13 rookies are playing today. 7 on the west side and 6 on the east. 34 players have played in an all-star game before. 16 of them on the west and 18 on the east.
Whoa.
Punt from Agrippa is blocked, and the West get a blocked punt. Oh, what a play!
Wow, Cam, I never thought I'd see it. Mike and I call so many games, and I always get excited, but it never happens. Well, it happened, and boy, the West could be rolling here if they score a touchdown.
Wow, did not unfortunately see who was able to get in there and block that punt, but obviously special teams also just as loaded tonight. 1st down and 10 at the East 14-yard line. Wilson fires it outside. That pass is caught near a 1st down. That's Leroy Brown with the reception, and it's 2nd and short at the 4.
The 2nd and inches play, if it's me, got to give it to one of your star backs. Give them a shot. If they pick up 1, you got a 1st down anyway. Just don't take a sack.
Warren Murray and Leroy Brown have combined for 43 yards for the West. Houston having a nice start tonight. Brody Gulch also with a tackle. Handoff. Running towards the sticks. Won't get there. First to get there for the East is Baltimore's Tucker Lewis. 3rd and 1.
Where's Cameron Collier? A little fullback dive action here in 3rd and 1. Could be just what the doctor ordered.
3 in the backfield now here for Miller. See what they do against a goal line defense. Miller going to hand the ball off. Murray stretching outside. Murray not going to get there.
No.
Lost another yard. And there is more of Lewis also in the area to make the play. Shravan Prasad, 4th down.
No, not a fan of that play call. 3rd and 1. You can't run those long developing plays. You can't go east-west. You got to just hit it north-south as hard as you can and hope for the best. But we'll see if there's a run here or if they're actually going to go for it.
4th down and 2. Surprised the offense stayed on the field. And the defense will not bite.
Wouldn't be an SFL game, but without the ceremonial timeout, Got to get that out of the way. It's the first half, who cares? The second half where I have more problems with that strategy.
Here's a look at Jacob Bouvette on the sideline talking with Miller and saying, "You're lucky you're not my quarterback." Matt South coming back to Portland.
Wilson again thanking his lucky stars he wasn't there to get his head chewed off, as is normal with Ramos.
Field goal time for Jackman. So another Denver Nightwing who is not getting chewed out will attempt a chip shot field goal. So not a touchdown off the block punt, but at least some points. Maybe. 22-yard field goal is good.
Good thing the laces were out.
And for those wondering, no, that would not have counted against Jackman's career numbers, since that's always a point of discussion. Oh, goodness.
Jackman gate. It's not his usual holding.
Oh, goodness.
The old Charlie Brown special, just for funsies.
13-3. We're going to do the draft lottery here tonight. Did not get it set up in the first half as Bolt gets it up to the 23-yard line. We will set it up in the second half and determine who is going to get the number 1 pick. We'll set that up by having the 2 team logos in the top corner of the screen here in the second half. And whenever a team scores a touchdown, the first touchdown in the second half, whichever team logo is showing, that is who will get the number 1 pick in the rookie draft starting December 19th. If there are no touchdowns in the second half, it'll be whoever is on the screen when zeros are on the clock. Gaines loses a yard, and a combo stop there by Rhett Sawyer, along with linebacker B.J. Lovelace, his 3rd tackle.
East has just not been able to establish a run game whatsoever, and it's really hurting them. And then they've had these long passing situations, and then, kind of unleash the dogs as the West.
Gains 2 yards on 5 carries. Streeter 10 yards on 2 carries. And Swift 2 yards on 1 carry. Streeter lost 3. And this time in the backfield, it's the linebacker, Nick Fargo, another one of those 5-time All-Stars, forces a 3rd down and 14, and the East backs are struggling.
Well, in my opinion, Sioux Falls has arguably the best linebacking core in the league, and Fargo's definitely one of those guys, and always scared the heck out of me.
Third down and 14. Richardson fires. Oh, he stole. They didn't give it to him. Oh, that may be worth a challenge. Ervin with the catch.
Shenanigans on that one. First of all, I didn't think he had a chance. And look at him just drive those feet and extend. Did he get the ball across the line? I don't know, but
they marked him at the 33.
Oh.
And no challenge either. That ball was across the 34. That is a horrific spot. I can't believe the East are not challenging.
Ref 62 strikes again.
Awful call. Obviously don't have the top SFL crew here tonight of officials as Manning returns it up to the 23-yard line. The East is going to have to play some defense. The offense struggling just a bit, not really through the air, but on the ground has put them in difficult situations. Miller is still perfect tonight, 5 for 5 for 62 yards.
Yeah, they seem to be keeping Miller in on most of the running downs and the close multiple tight end sets and putting Wilson in on the multiple receiver sets. But here we go with Miller, multiple receiver sets. So
handoff up the gut. Nice lane paved there for Warren Murray. Warren Murray picks up 4. That tackle made by J.R. Lawless. Lawless playing in his temporarily last game, dealing with some health issues. We wish you all the best, JR, but is not returning to Jacksonville next season, and he's got 2 tackles so far tonight.
He's stacking the box here. Screen would be nice. We'll see.
Haven't seen a single screen tonight. 2nd and 6 against a stack box. Murray picks up 5. Bolt on another tackle. Warren Murray has really shown some burst. 36 yards on 7 carries in the first half.
Yeah, 4.6 against, in an all-star situation. It's more like 7.6.
Really nice game so far for Murray. Miller back under center, 3rd down and 1. They hand it off to Murray. Murray cuts back inside, and again in a 3rd and short situation, the West cannot convert. Tackle for the East made by Mark Gronick, his 4th of the game, and that forces a 4th down, and the East does, in fact, get that stop they needed.
But again, the West goes with that long developing off tackle run instead of just hitting it fast, and again, just like near the goal line, did not pay off.
No star punter here for the West, so this should be pretty decent field position here for Giovanni Bolt. From his 32-yard line, he'll return it, break a tackle, and then get slammed down at the 35-yard line. Making the tackle was Adam Williams, the tight end, playing on special teams tonight too, and the East will start from the 35. They need to get the offense going.
Yeah, they do, and I don't know if I'd want to be a returner in this game. These hits are probably a little more punishing than usual. You got guys like that hitting you, just huge tight ends and skillful receivers and running backs.
Here's a look at Nate Heslep of Tulsa. 1st down at the 35-yard line. This is Dynasty back to pass. Dynasty flips it out. That's Iggy Swift turning the corner. The fullback picks up about 13 yards. Iggy Swift, well done.
Living up to his name. I didn't realize he was a fullback at first. Catches this ball in stride. Look how quickly he turns upfield, gets that 1st down, breaks a tackle, and then gets sandwiched. But just great job there. Sherrill Davis bringing him down. The East needs more plays like that.
Swift now 15 all-purpose yards on a couple of touches in the first half. 1st down, trying to get the play off for the 2-minute warning. It's Dynasty again. Another stack box here. One-on-one coverage. They will run on it. Streeter just cannot get away. 2-yard gain.
There's just no holes to be found. The O-line's just not pushing the West D-line back very far.
Mel Davis of Portland with that tackle, and with that, we've reached the 2-minute warning. West 13, East 3. You're watching the SFL All-Star Game. Second down, 8 yards to go, just shy of midfield. High formation. Handoff, running behind Swift. That's Streeter, and he gets a couple, but another tough go at it. Heslep and company on the stop. 3rd down and 6. Coming up for the East, they are 1 for 5 on 3rd down.
Just seems to me like the East is more run-centric at this point, and it hasn't paid off, and somehow the West, read their minds and is coming out with a great defense to combat that. But now the East has to go to the air, get this 1st down.
Dynasty 3 for 4 so far. Deep drop back, bomb down the field. It's intercepted. No! Lincoln Kingseed brings it down for the Glory and the West. He's got 5 tackles and a pick in the first half.
Well, first big turnover besides the blocked punt. Again, that's the danger, throwing it to the middle of all these players, all these stars, and Kingseed just jumped up and nabbed it out of the sky, and now, hey, the West is in a great position here to go no huddle and put some more points on the board before half.
Looking for Gossett, who does not yet have a catch in the ball game. Miller back out there for the West. He's 5 for 5, 62 yards and a touchdown. Handoff, hurtling over a defender. Robert Redford on his 2nd carry. Check that. Cameron Collier on his 5th carry. Picks up 1 tackle made by Tyquan Hale.
Man, I don't know.
You know, it's an all-star game. Let's have some fun, boys. Let's throw some balls here.
Usually see pretty defensive battles in all-star games. The defenses kind of have the upper edge with all those stars out there. Both offenses pretty conservative. Miller hit as he threw. He was trying to gun it, but there is Hunter Norwood once more to set up a 3rd and 9.
Interesting to see if they play conservative, if they bring Miller in, or if they put Wilson in. We'll see. Miller's there in the huddle, so it looks like he's going to stay in for this. Do you take the risk?
13-3, West on the road here, up 10. Crowd chanting defense, the hometown East crowd. And Miller straight back, one-handed catch, breaks a tackle! Gabriel Manning with the first down!
Manning looking like a fullback, breaking a tackle there and keeping the West's hopes alive for this drive.
And Bolt was the guy to bring him down. This ball, Miller caught again! Dragging defenders to the 39-yard line. Brett Killian, and the West takes a timeout just outside of field goal range.
Great use of timeout there, too. No use of wasting 15, 20 seconds there. Miller just with a very clean pocket steps up, throwing right in the middle of the field. This ball is just beautifully thrown and caught. And West's in business. See how they come out aggressive again.
Miller to Killian, and Brett Killian now up to 33 yards on 2 receptions, really spreading the ball around. Stephen Hacker, the only receiver or tight end not to catch a pass in the first half. First down at the 39-yard line, 2 in the backfield with 33 seconds to go. That's Miller, fires it out to Redford. Redford ran out of room, picks up 1. That is the first pass caught by a running back in this half.
Well, Redford could have probably got a few more yards, but they went out of bounds, at least stopping the clock. So the West keeps their 1 timeout. They're nursing that timeout.
Miller getting the work in the 2-minute offense, but now Wilson back out there. Wilson 6 for 8 for 48 yards in the first half. 3 receivers, 2nd down and 9. They could try it with Jackman here. This ball is dangerous, and it's incomplete. Pass knocked away by J.R. Lawless. That's a pass deflection for Lawless in his final game of 2020. 3rd and 9 coming up.
Interesting situation here. I think if the West doesn't get an out route, something out of bounds, then they're going to have to burn that last time out and kick the field goal. Well, they're not, maybe not, I don't know if they're in field goal range.
Jackman, it's hard to tell.
Yeah,
7
and the wind.
Yeah, that's right. 7 in the box. Miller fires sideline. Caught!
Just
Just shy, according to the officials, of a first down. That's Killian with another catch, his 3rd. Let's see if we get a review on that one.
Like he was over to me, but I guess not.
And no review, but will they? No, they won't even. Won't even keep the offense out there. And Jackman trying to go 3 for 3 here. This is a 46-yard field goal.
I might as well take the points. It's 23 seconds to go. Hate to come away with nothing.
And Jackman nails it. And that is the side of the wind. And Jackman boots it through. 16-3, the West all over the East, but just 6 points off of 2 turnovers. Will it be enough?
Well, points off turnovers are huge. 6 points, otherwise it'd be a one-possession ball game without those.
So with 19 seconds to go, Bolt is back to return.
Yeah, don't hold your breath.
Yeah, nobody has returned from this end zone tonight. Jackman boots it away, and from 5 yards deep, Bolt will bring it out. Giovanni Bolt past the 15, 20. Giovanni Bolt. Nice return to the 24-yard line. It won't make any highlight reels, but really well done by Bolt. 13 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, Bolt's blocker got in his way. He had to kind of slow down and push off him. If that wasn't the case, he could have been gone.
T-Roy Gaines in. Tough first half for Gaines, although he has a history of closing out games late for the East. 1st and 10 at the 24. Dynasty's under center. Handoff to Gaines. Gaines nowhere to run once more. Tackle made by Gulch, his 3rd. And that will be the final play of the first half. A defensive battle as accustomed to, but the West's offense is what made the headlines early in this game and got them out to an early lead. 16-3 is the halftime score. And we head to the locker room for the first half stats. There's a look at them. What stands out to you, Matt?
That's one-sided.
There you
got
go.
the 2 turnovers, 204 yards to 80. I mean, and the rushing yards especially, Cam, 11 to 48. That doesn't seem like a lot, but it's allowed the West to move the ball, have more freedom in their play selection, and score those points. So you combine the running game with the turnovers from the East, and it's the East is lucky they're not down by more points at this point in the game. So they still have a chance in the second half. They got to run their offense a little more efficiently and take care of things on the defensive end.
Nice to see Pratchard putting in some work out there. And,
he had the prettiest catch of the game so far.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And this, here we go. There's the
is.
blocked punt.
Yeah, who got that? That was
34.
That was Terrell Davis with the block punt. Good on you, Sioux Falls.
Yeah, Sioux Falls has been showing out tonight. Him and Fargo. And of course, you can't forget about Jackman hitting every field goal in sight.
That was the one that was kind of a bad snap, but he was able to just get that away. This is the King Seed interception. Lone Star, another team that I think is winning the All-Star game tonight. Rukin has a sack. Adam Williams, a tackle on special teams, has a catch, and then King Seed with that pick.
Yeah, I mean, the one game I called with Mike, Lone Star, they were an expansion team. It was their first game, and they really impressed me, and they're doing very well. They did well during the regular season. They're doing well tonight.
Kick is through. The East won this game 19-17 last season, but struggling a bit here in the first half of play. What do you think they need to do? Are they going to be able to establish this run game, or do they need to start making plays through the air? I mean, Chisholm and Gossett without a catch.
I mean, they have time. They're getting the ball. I would still try to get that running game going. Maybe, I mean, we haven't seen a screen pass all game, but, with people like, Roy Gaines used a lot in the passing game, and I know Screener isn't so much, but, I mean, he's dangerous in the open field as well. Try to, do some misdirection here.
This kick 4 yards deep. Bolt going to bring it out again. He is fearless. Giovanni Bolt will spin into a host of tacklers at the 21-yard line. History here in the All-Star game. Well, it includes MVPs, Ash Odom, Giacomo Jones, Zach Sandlin, and Harish Prasad from last season. The last 4 games decided by 7 points or less, and in a lot of those games, the halftime score was lopsided, so don't go anywhere.
That's for darn sure.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. 4 receivers. Richardson starts empty.
Oh, no.
And it's caught!
Oh!
That is Gossett with his first catch down to the 49-yard line.
Oh, man, I thought that was picked for sure. I thought the corner was going to get his hands on it. It didn't happen. Let's see. I thought it was all slants, and now they went post corner. Whoa, just out of the reach of Terrell Davis.
What a laser.
Yeah.
That was a stellar pass.
Well, back the old Tallahassee days when they were a dominant passing offense, the post corner route was one of their dominant plays, and got us used to catching quite a few of those from Christian Christensen.
Our scoreboard is frozen here at the moment, so we'll get that fixed momentarily. That run, tackle by Sawyer, is to T. Roy Gaines. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they tried to run and only got a yard. I don't know why they're having so much trouble running the ball. Is it the stacked defense of the West, or is it just, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Dynasty going to throw here.
There we
this
go.
Is Gaines. Oh, there's a flag.
Oh,
so that coming back. T-Roy Gaines gets rid of one defender, but all for naught probably. Heslip left in the dust, and it's coming back.
Oh, well, Gaines didn't see the flag. I'm sure he's not too happy with that. Oh, and it's a legal man downfield. Again,
wow.
Teams not playing together, and an eligible receiver.
It's not good. Griffin King of Queen City. So they're up in the top right-hand corner. You can see San Diego and DC. One of them is going to get the #1 pick. We'll find out tonight. The logo that's on the screen when the touchdown is scored gets the #1 pick. If there is no touchdown in the second half, then it'll be whoever is on the screen with zeros on the clock. 2nd down and 14 at the 44-yard line. We're doing it all here in the All-Star game. Why don't we try it again since we screwed it up last time? Gaines is not going to be able to break the first tackle. That's King Seed again with the stop, and it does pick up 5 yards. Another 3rd down and long for the East.
Yeah, at least they made it 3rd and somewhat manageable. Whichever quarterback comes out on the field has to be careful to not throw it into harm's way. You got trips to the bottom. And again, press again. I don't know if they're going to bring the heat.
That's Sully.
Oh.
Danger. Pass is caught. 1st down to the 34-yard line. That's Gossett again. That has been the biggest difference in the half for the East. Pressure early. Look at that. And then maybe a hold there.
Wow, there's just players flying all over the field. I can't tell who's going where, but somehow Richardson found Gossett. And he's been coming on in this second half.
That was Catherine.
Continues.
Catherine Horrell, the rookie, was the one that looked like she was coming in for the sack and then thrown off course. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line of the West. This has been the best drive in a while for the East. They hand it off, and the best run for Gaines of the night picks up 5 yards. He now has 6 yards on 8 carries. 2nd down.
You say the East is this probably their best drive of the game.
2nd and 5. This is Richardson back in. 2 receivers, 1 to each side. Richardson straight back.
Oh.
And the pass is caught. Boo Chisholm to the 15-yard line. Beautiful touch throw by Sully Richardson, and the East is in the red zone.
Looks like the walls were caving in on him on this one. Let's check this out. Richardson. One of those one-step drops, 0-step drops. That's dangerous business with a D-line like that. But Richardson remained calm, set his feet, and threw a great pass.
I'm not sure how he was able to see Chisholm there. Mel Davis standing in coverage.
Sometimes you just got to throw it where you think your receiver's going to be, and he did a great job of that.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Hand off, cutting back in the middle. Streeter picks up 3 to the 12. Tackle there on the West made by Sawyer, his 4th. That leads the team. Kind of rare to see a defensive lineman leading the team in tackles.
Yeah.
2nd and 7 at the 12. Split backs, hand off, nothing.
Yeah.
T-Roy Gaines on the carry. This time snuffed out by number 95. That's DJ Majesty. Des Troyer was also in the picture.
Yeah, just the blocking wasn't there. It was just a really simple run. You didn't have any blockers in the 3-wide set. And so now it could be a very dangerous 3rd and 16. If nothing's there, just take your check down, get your field goal, and get it to 10 points. Don't throw a pick.
3rd and 6. Dynasty.
Oh,
Looking
boy.
in zone. Has to check it down to Streeter. Streeter in the open field. Streeter almost got away, but will be 4 yards short, and the #1 pick may have to wait. Oh, Streeter almost made a ridiculous play to get the 1st down.
It's a good play, though. Running out of time. Just dump it down to Streeter. Don't take the sack. And, you never know with Streeter what's going to happen. I saw the craziest run I think I've ever seen from Streeter, looking back at the highlights. So he can make anything happen.
The good news for the East, they took half the quarter to start the 3rd. Oh, that was near great effort on the corner. Not sure who that was, but terrific effort. Couldn't get the block. Cece gets the field goal. It's a 10-point game.
That'd be crazy if we had a block field goal and a block punt. I don't know. I've never seen that calling a game. I'm sure it's happened in the league before.
Hard pressed to find the footage of it.
Yeah.
So halfway through,
buried in the archives.
Yeah. Halfway through the 3rd, the East 35 offensive plays, the West 40. That was an 11-play, 72-yard drive by the Eastern Conference. And
ouch!
Levy on his first return of the night, decked at the 21-yard line.
That looked like James Matthew Jr. Again, not a guy I'd want to be tackled by.
Who's out there? Looks like Miller will start the half. Miller, 9 for 10, 115 yards in that first half. Wilson, 6 for 9 for 48. Leading receiver for the West right now is Rich Pratchard, 41 yards on 3 receptions. Hand off to Murray. There's that little sweet play again for Warren Murray. Picks up 4 yards. Gronick with his 4th tackle.
It's a good play to run on first down. I'm just not a big fan on it on the short situation because if it goes bad, it can go really bad.
Second down, 6. Gronick having a nice game, representing St. Louis here tonight. 5:10 to go in the third. Handoff to Collier. Breaks 1 tackle. It's half of what they need. And the wrap-up at the end of the play by Ron Hoff. He now has 4 tackles. That's tied with Gronick for the team lead.
3rd and 3. It'll be interesting to see. Wilson's in. Usually it means a pass.
3rd down. Wilson will throw. And Wilson over the middle in the triple coverage. Incomplete. Was trying to squeeze that ball into, I believe, Brown. But it will result in a punt, and the East off to a much better start here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they took their 3, and now even if they get another 3, it's a 1-possession game. So, and the one place that the East has a big advantage is in the punting game. Field position could play a factor here.
Bolt is the returner. Nobody on to block, or at least they came in late. Bolt from the 37-yard line. Not much there. And 72 got down the field quick.
Oof.
Sign him to a contract.
Yeah.
Well, 4:29 to go in the third, Matt. Who's been the most impressive player on the field tonight, you think?
Man, it's hard to say so far. You've had Pratchard's been good. Murray's been pretty good. Oof.
Nothing there.
The defense has been pretty good. For the
Yeah, no kidding.
Fargo has been really good. There's another guy. No really breakout play as of yet, but still a lot of game to go.
Player of the game last year, Harish Prasad, did it on 1 catch for 84 yards and a touchdown. So you never know when it's going to happen in the All-Star game. 2nd down and 10. They run a stretch outside. T-Roy Gaines has some blocking. 50. T-Roy Gaines 40. Gaines all the way to the West 34-yard line. Tackle made by Ringgold, but T-Roy Gaines with the longest run of the night for the East. That goes for 26.
Finally got to the outside. Great blocking, and Gaines takes care of the rest. And that's, I'm imagining, the biggest run for the East all game.
Somebody brought up in the chat that was Luther Gahn that Sector 6 should make all-star jerseys. We're actually talking about putting some all-star jerseys in the store, so I'm sure you'll see that before the next year is over. Reggie Streeter picks up 5. That's his best run of the night. Streeter, 19 yards on 7 carries, has been mostly held in check.
He's had the ball a lot in this half, and they might be running down the West defense a little bit. So those blocks that weren't, there, those holes that weren't there are now starting to open up.
Empty backfield here for the East Conference. Richardson.
Oh, my God.
Sully Richardson. What a move in the pocket. First down. The pass is caught by Chris Curtis. The logo with his first catch, but Richardson, Houdini.
I think he's been taking some dance classes, some ballet. I don't know, maybe the Mamba, get right out of the way, and made a nice pass there.
It's probably the best play made by a quarterback tonight. First down and 10 at the 22-yard line. High formation. This is Dynasty back in. Dynasty sacked.
Oh.
Almost outside of field goal range. This is Rhett Sawyer with the sack to go along with his 4 tackles. Brings up 2nd and long.
Sawyer, I can't see what happened on the replay, but man, you don't want that guy taking you down either.
Sully Richardson. Oh, go ahead, Matt.
Just saying, get out the ice packs.
Sully Richardson going from east to west, now in Los Angeles. Second down and 18, 2:08 to go in the third. Handoff, now running left again is Gaines. Nice job on the outside by Fargo to keep up with Gaines to stretch that out. Fargo with his fourth tackle.
Fargo's been all over the field, and now, there you go, risky, 3rd and 18. You're in field goal range now, so, and if you make it, it's a one-possession game, so don't take any major chances.
3rd and 18, Richardson in trouble, and he will not avoid the pressure this time. It would be a 53-yard field goal, but this is the rookie, Catherine Horrell, making the sack, and we were talking about it in prep, Matt, but it's so rare to see a rookie defensive lineman make the All-Star game. Horrell and Gahn did it this season, and they are going to try CC, 53 yards.
Here we go.
Richardson's the holder. This is the windy side. Wind at the back of CC, 53. Got it. Didn't hit the net, but he got it with a couple yards to spare, and it's a 7-point game.
It looked like it was going to come up short. It was just hanging in there forever. Comes down and it had another yard, maybe 2. Thank goodness for that wind. And now it's a one-possession game.
16-9, the East fighting back. We have seen all-star games in the past with some crazy comebacks. It's kind of been the theme of the history of all-star games, as Levy will have to take a knee. Let's go back to season 11's Pro Bowl. Team Mighty versus Team T-Pat. Team Mighty was down 24-10, came back and won the game 31-24. How about season 12's Pro Bowl? Team Bentley versus Team Sandlin. Bentley was down 17-0 at the half, and Bentley came back to win the game 24-17 with Sandlin on his team, winning player of the game. A couple of great memories there. 1st and 10 at the 20. The handoff gets 6 yards. That's Robert Redford on just his 3rd carry, but his best one of the night brings up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, the West has to get back to that running game that they were so successful with in the first half, making these second downs just more manageable and not putting the quarterbacks in too much harm's way here.
Manning's been a little quiet recently. 24 yards, 2 receptions, and a touchdown. He's in the slot to the left here on 2nd and 4. Miller going to hand the ball off to Murray, and Murray did have a head full of steam. Luther Gond makes the play. His 3rd tackle sets up a 3rd down and 3. The West is 1 for 8 on 3rd down.
Well, I guess that's kryptonite of the West offense. Don't get the 3rd down.
And we're still waiting on that second half touchdown.
Yeah. Drama.
West 16, East 9. You're watching the SFL All-Star Game on the SFL's Twitch network. Keep it here. With Mark Lopez and Tyler Falk on stats. Kevin Irvine, Matt Wilson here with you. 3rd down and 3 at the 27-yard line. This is a throw, and that pass is nearly picked. Josh Miller threw it right to the defender. That was Bennett, and somehow Bennett cannot come down with the interception, but the East force another punt.
Well, what was up with that release from Miller? It looked like he was fading away when he threw it, had no zip on the ball. And yeah, he was so lucky that was not a pick.
Only the 2nd incompletion of the night for Miller, and only the 3rd pass deflection in this entire game. The quarterbacks have completed 25 passes here tonight on 36 attempts. This is Bolt on the return, and Kingseed will make yet another tackle at the 41-yard line. He's got 7, a game-leading 7 tackles.
Well, if you're the East, you love where you are right now. You're only down 7. So, hey, if they score a touchdown, you can find out who gets the number 1 pick, and we got a tie game. How exciting.
First down. East trying to complete the comeback and tie the game. Dynasty will hand it off to Streeter. Streeter looking for room, but Mel Davis shuts it down. Louisiana on Portland there, a loss of 1.
Yeah, that could have, there was nowhere to go. That looked like the first half of the East or the West defense. I think the East is going to have to, like I say, where's that screenplay? It worked so well with Gaines. That's what I'm looking for.
Dynasty, hand off, Gaines, nothing. And neither tight end for the East, Wooding or Matthew Jr., has a reception or even a target in this game. Des Troyer makes the tackle representing Denver, another team that's having a good night.
Now again, danger zone, 3rd and 12. Feast or famine. If it's a 0-step drop, be careful.
Empty for Sully. 3-step, fire it outside, got some room. Ken Gossett turns the corner, first down. Gossett to the 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 13, and Gossett has his 3rd reception all here in the second half.
One of the fastest guys in the SFL if you want to throw it to a receiver to get a first down. Looks like the defenders had some angle on him, but yeah, it's just too fast, runs by him. Picks up that crucial first down and almost at midfield.
First down at the 45-yard line.
Midfield.
East on the move again. East moving the football here in this half. A 12-play drive and an 8-play drive with field goals since the half began. And Richardson's pass is caught. First down, Boo Chisholm to the West 35-yard line. Another East first down.
Man, they're just racking them up. But I just think the West defense is exhausted. Their offense hasn't been able to really sustain a drive. And these big guys, they're all stars, but they start huffing and puffing too. I would not run against this front, by the way.
And they will throw. Dynasty outside. Lots of room to Streeter. Streeter 35-30, Streeter 25, all the way down to the 20-yard line. Perfect play call. Streeter gets loose on his 2nd reception of the night, and the East back in the red zone.
And I've been calling for that because when you see a front like that, the flats are going to be wide open. And look at that. Even though that pass a little behind, Streeter had to regather himself. Look at the speed. Gets another, 13 yards, and just a little bit of misdirection. The East just chugging along here, trying to get in that end zone. People watch up for that logo up there if a touchdown scored.
Dynasty 6 for 8, 70 yards in his rookie All-Star debut. Probably not going to be the first All-Star game for this young guy as Dynasty gives it off to Gaines, and Gaines is hit hard in the backfield by Rukin and Horrell. 2.6 yards a carry, but most of it came on that long stretch play. 2nd and 12 coming up.
Yeah, those outside runs have not gone so well, except for that one stretch. It seems like the West is just
look at the
putting
box.
Everyone on the line for these plays.
10 in the box. And Gaines runs through it, picks up 7. I think that was a bare look there for the Western Conference. And Gaines gets a little bit more down to the 16-yard line, but eventually field goal's not going to be enough.
No, but there's still plenty of time in this game, but a field goal, you still need a touchdown to win, so.
Tripp's right, 7:40 to go in the 4th quarter. Dynasty throws short of the sticks. What a play by the defense of the West. That was Everett Garrison, now in Arizona, making a terrific stop at the sticks. And once again, Anthony Cece going to have to come out and kick a field goal.
His legs are going to fall off after the good thing they got plenty of time to rest up for next season.
Well, what's crazy is the game playing out very similar to last season. It was 17-19. If the East get a field goal here and somehow get a touchdown, they could win the game 16-19. And CC's field goal is good, and we're still waiting on that number 1 pick. 16-12 is your new score, and CC's 4 for 4.
And look at that beautiful hold by Richardson. Places out.
So, off-season summary for those that have missed out on some things. We established division. DC and San Diego, 2 new teams, have begun signing players. 4 new teams in the SFLM playoffs. That is Wednesday. And then some top free agent acquisitions. Garrison to Arizona. Benjamin Warner to Portland. Wells to San Diego. The running back, Jalen Wells, getting his first opportunity as a back. Another knee here from Levy. And then also, too, Kendra Hall in Vancouver to replace the late Rich Pratchard. Tiberius Bovine, the all-time leader in receiving yards by a tight end, now going to Las Vegas. Of those, Matt, any big moves stand out to you, or is somebody else not listed here?
I mean, those are all solid moves. You know, I wouldn't say one's bigger than the other, though Bovine kind of sticks out as he's been in this league a long time.
Wilson, that pass is caught. What a throw over the outstretched arms of Hoff. Manning with his 3rd catch and his first since the touchdown he caught in the opening drive, 2nd and 5.
Well, one thing we know about Wilson is he's not afraid to gamble. Sometimes it pays off, or sometimes there's a pick 6 or 2 in there. Luckily, that one for the West was not the pick 6 variety.
146 viewers right now for the All-Star game. We appreciate your support. Glad you all tuned out. Worked hard to get this game going. Tom Rahman, thanks for helping out with the rosters. As Miller gets that ball out to Murray, it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Tackle on the play made by Shravan Prasad. That is his 4th tackle, but Tom Rahman helping out. Destro hooked us up with the uniforms a couple of seasons ago. They still look gorgeous. Of course, Tyler and Mark on stats tonight. Matt providing analysis. It takes a village. And then, of course, our coaches, Jacob Clear, Jacob Bouvet on the west side, Jack Wigmore, and Tanner Hendricks, who we have not gotten a chance to talk about tonight on the east side of coaching things. So thanks for putting together these great game plans. Meanwhile, back on the field, sorry to give too many shout-outs, Gronick on the tackle, but questionable call on 3rd down. I mean, the West is setting themselves up for failure here.
I don't know. Wilson threw that one pass, and he's out of the game. I guess he scared him too much.
Wilson 8 for 12. Miller 9 for 11 tonight. So the West has shown it's pretty good balance in the passing game. Same on the east side. Richardson with 10 attempts. Dynasty with 9. T-Roy Gaines has the most carries tonight with 15. And a bevy of receivers have 3 receptions. Gossett, Chisholm, Ervin, Pratchard, Manning, and Killian, along with Dags.
Yeah.
First down and 10 at the 40. 5:55 left. The West has not scored in the second half. Richardson,
look
out! As he threw, pass is caught by Wooding. Jamal Wooding, who led the league in yards per reception, gets a bomb down the field to the 30 for a first down.
Well, you asked for a tight end to be thrown to, Cam. There's Wooding. Finally hit him, and that's a great play again from Richardson. Man, how many times has he had to run away from lots of pressure? That's a Matt Wilson special. If I ever saw one. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Doesn't matter how ugly it is as long as it gets there.
Pickup of 30 on the play. And back to your point, Matt, about escaping pressure. Just 4 sacks total tonight. Thought we'd see a lot more than that. First and 10 at the 30. The East back in business, and it's still Sully Richardson out there commanding the offense. Handoff, running right, Gaines. Gaines breaks a tackle, gets 5. Shrugged off Garrison, couldn't get rid of Loveless. Now teammates in Arizona. Loveless's 4th tackle.
These running backs taking some hits, but I'm sure Gaines is happy with that gain.
Busy man tonight. Of course, in his home stadium, trying to get him the football. 42 yards on 16 carries. That's Iggy Swift. Picks up a yard, his 2nd attempt of the night. 3rd down and 3. Coming up, that was Streeter going out wide, but they don't hit him for it. And Sawyer, another tackle, his 5th.
And this is huge because the East hasn't been able to run the ball well all game long, and if they choose to do it here, man, they got to bust out their best run play.
3rd down and 3. They are going to run it, and it's not looking good. Hand off to Gaines, and now with under 5 minutes to go, you probably kick the field goal again, don't you?
Yeah. I think we're going to see an onside, which is going to be very interesting.
This will be CC's 5th field goal. A 40-yard attempt to make it a 1-point game. And if the East ends up winning this game with 6 field goals, that would be an all-star game first for sure. 40-yarder for CC. Nailed it. 16-15. The East inches closer.
Death by 1,000 pinpricks or field goals.
Joey Swint asks in the chat, where's the all-star game this year? It's in Baltimore. The defending champions always host the all-star game. And how about this? The East will kick it away.
I was wrong. I mean, it's the right move, I think, with all your timeouts and 4 minutes to go. As the West has shown no ability to move the ball in this half.
Yeah, they have been stale. A.J. Levy on the return. Levy gets to the 23. How ironic would that have been, Wilson, if Levy returned a kickoff for a touchdown against or in the stadium of the team that knocked them out in the title game?
Might make him the player of the game.
Right now, if the West were to hold on, my money's probably on Josh Miller. 9 of 11, $115 and a touchdown.
Yeah. He's played the majority of the game of the snaps, although there we go, off tackle run again.
And Murray, not much there. Although I can't credit the West for running some more clock here. That tackle made by Gronick, his 7th. Bolt also in there. He's got a few.
I mean, yeah, but 1 point. So you can't really, I mean, if you run the clock out and punt the ball back to the East, just move the ball, then you just need 3. That's it.
Split backs.
Yep, they're draining clock.
Taking time. Another handoff. And a big hit for a loss. That was Prasad again. And the runner, Collier, gets nothing. 3rd and 10.
Still in the game. See if he's going to wind one up here. Hey, they need a first down badly, does the West.
Miller going to hand the ball off. Murray stretched it outside. Almost got away. Boy, that would have been clever. Gronick, another tackle. 4th down. And the West has to punt again.
I don't understand that last play call. I think you got to go for the first because you're just asking for it the way the East has moved the ball. And again, the one advantage for the East is the punting situation. The West doesn't have a high-paid punter, so this is not going to be the greatest punt on the planet.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
On the 40.
And Bolt is the return man. He's used to having big returns in the 4th quarter. They run it all the way down as long as they can. Punt is away to Bolt. Bolt from the 40. Breaks a tackle. Bolt to the 48-yard line. Brown with the stop. Woo!
Yep. I mean, that's some big yards, though. Those 7-8 yards that Bolt got. I mean, you don't need much. They are against the wind. That's the one thing I will say. If it's a 53-yard plus, it could be interesting. But as long as you get to within 50 yards, it's almost a chip shot. And a shotgun, huh? We haven't seen this.
Not much. Richardson out of the gun. CC is 5 for 5 kicking. Richardson dumps it off on an out route. They rule it a catch. That's Ervin. Picks up 5. We've hit the 2-minute warning. The West was up 16-3 at the half. The East has 4 second half field goals. The final 2 minutes of the All-Star game is next. Still awaiting that number 1 pick, but it may be down to zeros before we find out here tonight. Second down.
Wilson will throw a bomb, and that'll be it. Don't worry about it.
Second down, Gaines. Nothing. 3rd and 5 coming up.
Oh, this will be interesting now. I mean, what do you do if it's 4th and 5?
I'm surprised they ran there. Clock's ticking.
I am too. Now they're going to go all slants here, or are they going to try to throw a corner route? Watch out for Ken Gossett.
There it is. Oh, the receivers. Oh, he caught it! He caught it off the tip. Boo Chisholm in field goal range. The receivers were confused at who the pass was intended for.
Wow. And no replay on that.
Oh.
But man, what an effort by Chisholm. And now his team's in field goal range, so it's me. I'm just running the ball here and kicking a field goal and saying, take your timeouts, Wes.
First down at the 33, and Reggie Streeter gets a carry, picks up 4. No timeouts taken by the West. That's shocking.
West, hello? McFly? Hit the timeout? No.
That's been a while.
Yeah.
Dynasty quickly up to the line. 2nd and 6.
I don't know why.
They're going to hand it off again.
Timeout. What's going on?
And now the East scrambling on 3rd and 5. That was Gaines with the last carry. They need to take more time off this clock. Dynasty is sacked.
Oh, no.
And there's no timeout by the West.
What's going on?
Sack made by Troyer, but now CC can win the game with his 6th field goal.
Oh, my Lord. And I don't know why they're hurrying.
46-yard field goal. There's 10 on the clock. DC's logo's up on the screen, but the field goal is going to stop the clock. Why did they kick it? The kick is good with 5 seconds left. CC is 6 for 6. Oh, the drama.
Well, there's your player of the game, I think, if this holds. I mean, the man that scored all the points, what can you say?
That was a mishmash of all sorts of stuff.
That was poor time management by both teams.
And now the West has 3 timeouts, and they're not
5 seconds.
Yeah, they can't even use maybe any of them. Levy is going to return this. Will it expire the clock? San Diego's at the top of the screen right now. 1 second left.
Uh-oh. Well, we're going to see the zeros, but it won't be the play will still be going on.
Oh, my goodness. Now, just to clarify, if the West scores a touchdown on the last play, it's when the touchdown is scored, not when the zeros hit the clock. Otherwise, it's whenever the play is over. Whenever the play is over. 1 second left for the West. Unbelievable.
Here comes the Wilson touchdown pass.
Wilson on slants. It's knocked down. San Diego gets the number 1 pick, and the East win the All-Star game by 2 points for the 2nd consecutive season. 18-16 on 6 Anthony CC field goals. That is unbelievable.
And look at the stats. Look at the East has way more yards now than the West. They just totally turned it on. More rushing yards, more passing yards. They cut out the turnovers. I mean, it was just 2 different halves. Could have been 2 different games. I mean, started with Gossett. That first drive, those out routes, and just being open. And then they just got everybody involved. The tight ends. The running game even got involved here.
The West
had
203 yards of offense at the half. They had 22 yards in the second half. Wow. And another All-Star game comeback story. Incredible.
Just the East had the better play calls in the second half. They were keeping the West defense, off guard. They were just running the ball right into the middle of the defense. I mean, on the ballerina pirouette jobs by the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
That one to Wooding. I mean, Dynasty had one. Richardson had a couple.
Richardson played very well in the second half. Very well. And was the holder all night for CC. If CC doesn't win it, I think Richardson probably should. That was a heck of an effort.
Yeah, I can't say no to the guy that scored all the points for the East.
And here we go. Player of the game. There it is. 6 for 6. The first kicker in All-Star game history in the SFL to win player of the game, and yet another different MVP in an SFL All-Star game. 18-16 tops a 19-17 East win last season in Atlanta. We'll keep it here for some final stats just to go through things. We'll start with the passing game. Miller 10 of 12 for 108. Richardson 12 of 13 for 164. Your thoughts on the quarterbacks tonight, Matt?
Well, Miller was in on the majority of the plays, although a lot of them were runs, and he played himself a clean game, good completion percentage. Maybe they should have, the West should have thrown the ball a little more in the second half.
On the ground, 17 carries for the hometown T-Roy Gaines, 42 yards, but Murray had the most yards, 43 yards on 14 carries. Clever play calling there for the West to spring him.
Yeah, they did a good job, and surprised to see Streeter with only 2.3 yards to carry. I mean, most of the time when they went off tackle, it didn't work out, but that one time with Gaines it did, and that's where the majority of his yards came from. But you know what? Big plays are just, as important as 3 or 4 yard gains.
As far as receptions go, 4 catches for 43 yards for Boo Chisholm, including that incredible play late. Ivory Ervin had 53 yards on 4 grabs. Pratchard 3 for 40 in his final game. Let's go back and look at that deflection there by Boo Chisholm. This is Richardson throwing it, running slants. Chisholm gets bumped, and the pass looks like it's going for Curtis. It hits Chisholm in the head. Oh,
that's
my
one way
goodness.
To use your noggin right there.
The ball hit Chisholm in the head. Gossett can't come down with it, and Chisholm catches his own head scratcher. That's one of the best plays I've ever seen.
Man, that's why we love this game. Anything can happen, and it's just a shame about that time management at the end. Both teams seem to be, they're not used to each other, and timeout usage could have been better done by the West. There had a final chance to make a last-second drive happen, but it was for naught. But still, a great game. And like I say, 7-9, 3 for the East, and then 6-9, and then nothing on the West in the second half, and that was it. If the West had scored 1 field goal, they win this game. Theoretically.
A total goose egg in the second half. Lincoln Kingseed with 8 tackles. He was very good tonight in the open field. A handful of players with sacks tonight. Sawyer was the best of the bunch with the 5 tackles. Nobody had multiple pass deflections, but Bolt and Bennett involved there. And Kingseed had the game's only pick. Not a lot of flashy plays defensively tonight, but a lot of players playing some big games, including J.R. Lawless, who we will miss in season 16. Lawless finishes with a tackle and a pass deflection tonight.
And don't forget about the block punt. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, Terrell Davis. No, you're right. Field goal kickers. Anthony Cece outshines Jackman tonight. Only 8 punts in the game, including 2 from Agrippa, one of which got blocked. And that's a wrap. Final thoughts, Matt?
Just good to see everybody. Good to be calling a game. Shake off a little rust before next season. Great game, and I'll see you all next season.
Coming up, the SFL schedule, the SFL semifinals Wednesday, SFL Championship Sunday. The SFL Rookie Draft starts December 19th, and your Season 16 kickoff is Saturday, January 23rd. From all of us at the Simulation Football League, I'm Cameron Irvine. Good night from Baltimore. Another phenomenal All-Star game.